Hey everybody, it's Harry from Slapper Daddy BBQ, the YouTube channel that teaches you how to master barbecue so you can spread barbecue love. You guys know I love all kinds of Texas barbecue, and I went to Texas Tech. In Houston, my favorite barbecue is a restaurant called Pinkerton's. I've heard a lot about another great Houston restaurant called Blood Brothers Barbecue that's been serving up great food to great reviews. Lo and behold, while I was in Vegas, I ran into the food court at the Resort World Casino and I saw the Blood Brothers Barbecue, so I couldn't help myself. I had to try their brisket, their ribs, and their turkey. In this video, I'll give you my candid impressions of Blood Brothers Barbecue of Houston, which I tried in Las Vegas, Nevada. So here's the ribs from Blood Brothers. It's got a little bit of gochujang, which is a Korean red bean paste. So it's not a traditional Texas style rib, but we'll give it a shot here. This is the traditional turkey breast smoked in the pit. And they have used a JR manufacturing pit, which are very, very good pits. And here's the brisket itself with the barbecue sauce. So let me start with the ribs first. Take a bite of this gochujang style rib. A little bit of a smoke ring, that's a good sign. A little bit of sesame seed, which is not so typical, but we gotta keep an open mind and try everything. Ribs are pretty tender. It's got a little nice bite to it, not completely falling off the bone. It's got a little bit of hint of spiciness from the gochujang, spiciness, like kind of Korean kimchi flavor. So this rib is a little bit fusion style, not a traditional rib, but if you like Korean style flavor, you like kimchi flavors, this might resonate with you. I'm not particularly a fan of it because I think it's kind of doesn't really kind of resonate with me. I would prefer to cook my gochujang on kind of a pork butt. But if you want to try something very new, the chefs, the Blood Brothers from Houston, they have a Vietnamese background, so they like to infuse Asian flavors. So if you want to try something a little bit unusual from your standard S&P rib, give this one a shot when you are in Las Vegas. So here's the turkey, and turkey is traditionally a very hard meat to cook because the turkey breast will dry out. I noticed that they just sliced it from the turkey. They didn't dip it in any kind of clarified butter, any kind of jus. So I think from the surface, it kind of looks dry. I was hoping to see some moisture, but it looks bone dry. You can see kind of the kind of dry parts here. So, but I'm gonna keep an open mind. I'm gonna pick a middle piece here and take a bite of this turkey to see how it tastes like. Okay, turkey is not bad. As I said, it's a little dry. Not super dry, but like paper, but kind of acceptable. So on the turkey, if I want to rate it against a scale of 10, I would have to say the turkey is about below average. So I would have to give it a 6 out of 10. Moving on to the pièce de résistance, which is the brisket. First thing I'm gonna do is taste the sauce. Let's taste the barbecue sauce now. Give it a taste test here. A very traditional Texas style barbecue sauce. So barbecue sauce is pretty good. Not sweet at all. A little bit tang. The sauce is a 9 out of 10. Let's try the brisket. Not a lot of smoke ring on the appearance. Pretty tender. You have a nice drape. Do a pull test here. All right, see it like that. So let me give a taste test. Brisket is very tender. On a scale of 1 to 10, I think the tenderness is a 10. The flavor is a little bit mild, needs a little bit of salt on it. So taste-wise, I would give it sort of maybe an average taste. In terms of the appearance, I don't think it kind of looks like very appetizing. Looks a little bit dry, not a lot of smoke ring. So overall composite score, 10 being excellent, I would give this one kind of maybe a 7, maybe 7.5, just a little bit above average. If you are hankering for some Texas style brisket, this I don't recommend. At the end of the day, I don't want to be too critical because a lot of times when you have a place like a casino in Las Vegas, you're hiring chefs that may not be pitmasters and they're doing the best they can. They do have a very good pit, which is the JR manufacturing pit, which is a really good pit. So they should be able to crank out really, really good brisket. But on this one here, I would just say it's about average. So there you have it, a little flyover of my little short journey to the food court at the Resort World to try some Texas style cuisine. I know the Blood Brothers produce very good food in Houston. So this may not be the best representation of their food. So the only way to find out for me is I have to fly to Houston and taste the food from the Blood Brothers myself and report back to you guys in the next episode. Alright, so I saved some of the Blood Brothers barbecue for Mr. Beans. I know you guys will be disappointed if you don't see Mr. Beans testing the barbecue here. Alright, here we go, Beans. Enjoy the Blood Brothers barbecue ribs. Scarfing it down. Thanks for stopping by, checking out my Blood Brothers restaurant review. These were all driven back for Beans from Vegas. Shout out to my patrons for helping sponsor my channel so I can keep the free content for YouTube. For folks who want a behind the scenes glimpse, extra Zoom masterclasses and one-on-one consulting, Q&A and much more, go check out patreon.com/Harry Soo. Thanks for watching.